doing a tutorial on grinding. I promised y'all I was gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I guess I'm gonna just start off with backboards. Easiest thing. I'm gonna cover backboards, maybe front board, maybe half cab board, maybe 50. But start off with these. So come on, James. So when you're doing it, you want to come up. You want to have your feet. I say one here, one here. You want to come. I like to do a little parallel or a little angle like this. You want to be about this close. I want to say 5-6 inches away, about here. You want to bend your knees a lot. So you want to get here. You want to act like you're sitting down. You don't want to lean this way. When you get ready to do it, you want to jump back this way. So you're just going. So here, and all you're really doing is once you get this part over, look how easy this is. You're almost board sliding right there. You get here, once you get this over, you're almost there. So you just come up a little here. And when you first start, just do the end of the rail. So we used to do a little easy one first. So start off going slow, just do the end.
Now look how close I am to the rail, 5 inches away, kind of angled towards it. I pop up. Once you get that front part over, you get that weight on that left foot, and then get ready to turn back out. When you do this, you don't turn your shoulders, just your feet and your waist.
How you start? Just doing the end. And then you keep working your way. Working your way. When you start wanting to do longer ones, you're gonna have to learn how to balance a little bit. So start low, start the end, work your way further and further back until you get the balance. Now it's a little different on a ledge, but pretty much the same thing. You're doing it on a ledge. If you're doing a long one, I don't want to teach all that, but backboard on a ledge is the same thing. Same deal on a ledge is the same thing.
The difference between this and the rail is you don't have to be on top of this. Notice I'm off to the side a little bit. I didn't have to push the wheels all the way down onto the ledge. When you get on the rail, you have to be directly on top of it with the board evened out. When you're on the ledge, you don't have to. Now you can push the wheels all the way on the ledge, but that's how you do a long one on a ledge, but you got to be hauling it and really push that front foot in front of you.
Down, front board. Come on this side. All right.
Sorry.
So here we go. If you want to pop out, come on, you really far away. With the front board pop outs, you're gonna get on like you're doing a front board, but push on the back and lift up your front foot and kind of twist out. So you're like, okay, see, I don't know. Back up, get a picture of it. All right. Come almost to an angle and come in and out. Come almost to an angle.
One thing I learned about front boards, it's always better to be closer to the ledge to get more of the board on the ledge or on the rail.
Come in and out.
Especially on the rail. Like, it just helps you get more control of the trick.
And then you push here, and then when you push here, see how that pushes that up? Then you push down. 50 on a rail, that's a little harder. The foot position is a little different. So if you're 50 in a rail, look, whenever you're 50-50 in rails, you want to have your toe a little over. Your front toe hanging off a little. Usually where your back toe would be back here for a regular 50 or here, you want to have it more in this little pocket. Because, or with a little toe hanging off. Because when you're 50 on these rails, you're going to have to come up and you're going to be pushing more on this, heel side, or cross lock. The major part is do not stand on your toes. If you try to stand on your toes, and what I mean is, if you're standing with weight on your toes, like if you do a ledge, you can have weight on your toes. It doesn't matter. On a rail, you need to have your feet flat. you want to have them loose. You don't even want to don't even tense up the muscles in your feet. Relax your feet. The muscles in your legs are what's tensing. But if you 50 a rail, you want your feet relaxed, you want them flat. You don't even want to move any muscles like they're limp. With that toe hanging off. When you pop up in the air, once you land on this rail, when you land on the rail, your feet have to be dead flat. You can't have your toe up. If you do, it's gonna tip. You can't have your heel down. You have to make sure by the time you get on that rail that your feet are not like this or like that. They gotta be just like this. Let me give you an example.
Now, I know I've only been skating a year and some change, but this video is more for the advanced skater. Most skaters doing this have been skating at least 3 to 4 years, so don't get discouraged if you can't do it in your first year. People see me doing stuff, and they're like, why can't I do it? I'm just a random case. The average person is not doing this in a year, so I don't want you to get discouraged if you're struggling with it. It's one step at a time, and everybody move at their own pace. Don't feel pressed to do the tricks that the next man, especially if it's somebody super gifted, because you'll never be able to get to it. It's like trying to be P-Rod or something. All right, so I did 150-50 and it wasn't that great, so I wanted more of the rail, but look, I'm close to it. I ollie up, my feet are set. I'm actually doing a backwards cross lock, which is called reverse cross lock. So I don't want to get into that. I'll make another video about all the different pinches, but I did a reverse cross lock. Another insane tip is tighten your trucks a lot. I'm telling you, it will change your life. I mean, it's like night and day. That's like the hack of hacks for 50s.
Flattening your feet. Keeping your feet, the muscles in your feet, very loose. When you do it on a ledge, you don't even think about that. But when you do it on a rail, the muscles in your feet have to be limp. You can't even... it's nothing like a ledge. They have to be limp. No muscles. When you're doing a 50, your feet have to be flat. And by the time you land on that rail, you can't have any weight on your toe or your heel. You gotta be flat. All right, so come on over to the ledge. Now, I tell people don't even think about a rail if you can't comfortably 50 a ledge. And when you 50 it, some people just get like half their trucks on. You need to be locked all the way with your wheels touching here. This is called heel side. You know what I'm saying? Like this. So you want it all the way on. And that's how you want it on a rail. If you're on a rail, you gotta be just on these two trucks with your wheels touching. It seems crazy, but that's the only way to do it. Not in the middle. It seems like you would do it in the middle, but if you do it, you won't land. That's why when you do a 50 on a rail, you wanna be very close to the rail, way more than usual. You use all those tips and you might be popping off. I would suggest doing it on a ledge first. 50 on the ledge, I would practice ollieing on the curb, but 50 on a ledge, you want to be able to comfortably ollie up on a ledge. Ow. I was just playing around, but that hurt. But you should be able to comfortably ollie up on a ledge like that. And all you're doing is rolling up at an angle. You're doing an ollie like you're jumping up on it. At the last minute, you turn a little bit. So you're just like,
An extreme hack is find a crack in the ground, come from the side, and ollie and land directly on that crack over and over. And I'm telling you, the next day you'll be 50-50 and you're welcome. So I'm trying to switch 50 in a minute. I'm going to try to warm up my switch front 50 real quick, see how it's looking.
oh, first try.
First try, switch 50, half cab out. Let's get it. Now, even though this is a switch 50, you can still get the gist. I pop up. Notice I'm heel side is locked on completely. But instead of me rolling off regular, I decided to fakey front side half cab out. Put a little juice in it. It's the same thing, man. So if you can get these ledges, you can definitely get these rails. It's all in your mind. Now, last but not least, I'm gonna show you the longer board slides on ledges, which is a completely different trick. For the longer board slides, you really gotta haul it. I mean, you gotta go Mach 10. Notice how fast I was going. So you want to get as much speed as possible. You want to pop up and get close to the ledge as you can with your back wheels. And once you do that, you press hard on that front foot, like almost pushing it in front of you more than your back foot. Your front foot is controlling the entire trick. And at the last minute, you turn yourself out of it. You have to be directly on top of it like a rail when you're doing a long one. You have to be going really fast, and you have to have a lot of more pressure on if you're regular, then it'd be on your left foot, your front foot. You would want almost your entire board to be on the ledge when you do it. The reason most people cannot do this trick because they're scared to go fast enough. You have to go so fast it's literally ignorant. So fast you're uncomfortable, wildly fast. And then when you get on it, you need to have the board sitting a little in front of you where your body is pushing it out. It's not going to naturally slide like a rail. You're going to have to get on and push because of the fact that your wheels are touching the ledge, you're going to have to really push that front foot out to keep those wheels from stopping your board, and that's why you're going so fast. Now, if you got any more questions, hit me in the comments, man. I'll answer any questions about these tricks. I got more tutorials coming up, but if you want me to go more in depth with these tricks, which I can, because there is more, man. If you want me to get extremely technical, like the weight and the shoulders and every little thing, I can. Hope everybody was safe during the holidays, man. Hope you enjoyed the video. You got any more questions, hit me in the comments, man, and I'll try to answer them, man. You know, there is a little more to these tricks. So if you want me to get into that, I can, about where to put the shoulders, where exactly the weight needs to be on the ride up, where it needs to be once you get on the rail or the ledge. I mean, there's like some other things to it. If you want to get super specific, then I can go back and make a super specific video if you need me to do that, y'all. But name a trick y'all really want me to break down, and I'll break it down for you, man. Hit me in the comments. Whatever trick I get the most comments on, that's the next one that I'm going to do a deep dive on. And I'm going to really go in harder. I only get to skate once a week, so I didn't want to take all day with a tutorial, so I kind of shot that in like 5 minutes. But still, I told you I was going to do it, and I did it. Now, if you want to get deeper in the game, like I said, I can take you a little further. Because, you know, I hate when I want to learn a trick, and then I go online, and somebody's like, what you do is you just roll up, you pop, you grind, and then you ride away. You should be able to do it. You should do it. It's a very easy trick. Tray flip front feeble laser out. I mean, you just see what you do is you roll up, tray, right? Then you front feeble, and then you laser. Ride away. You ride away, man. That's the major tip. The tip is the ride away. Don't forget to ride away. I'm like, bruh, y'all didn't learn nothing, bro. I already know. You just said the most obvious things in the world that I can physically see. So I don't want to do that. You know, I want to get a little deeper into the tips with the weight and everything else. Another thing with the 50s is all up here. If you roll up thinking, I'm not going to land this, you're not going to land it. Y'all need to tighten your trucks. Stop trying to 50-50 round rails with loose trucks, bro, unless you really been doing it like that. It changed my life, man. The first time I ever tried to 50-50 around down rail, I somehow got on it and just did it the first try. Bruh, and that changed me. And ever since that day, I wasn't scared. Now, was I landing them every time first try after that? No, but somehow the first time I tried it, I landed it. And that's why I'm on what I'm doing now. I love rails, like my favorite thing to skate. And you know how it is when you at the park and you see somebody going ham on rails, man, it's dope. So don't worry, man. I'm going to teach y'all. I got your back, man. Anything y'all need to learn. So we can start on ledges if we want, or we could go to rails, straight to rails. So again, hit me in the comments. Let me know. Savage life.